Welcome back to OpenTTD. Today we are coming back to something that we've ignored. The section here in the north where we built a connection to the cider mill to produce alcohol from all the fruit of the neighboring orchards. And it has come to our attention that of course they also would like to sell that things. And unfortunately we have not in our plans so far to build a connection all the way down here, although there's also some demand from the steel industry to get access to these coal fields. So there's definitely some demand to build railways. But I think for now, what we actually want to do is bring that cargo probably mostly here to Langkreuz potentially. Do they accept in any way alcohol? They do. So why not just run a small train here to bring the alcohol over to Langkreuz? Because they will want to have at least some of it. So then we can make sure that they're keeping a monopoly here over the alcohol. What kind of train station is that? I'm thinking it's just a standard IRS station. But since it's supposed to be some sort of alcohol, we can, well, those milk tanks also look fine. Platform length 5. So we shall just dump one probably here next to it. Yes, to have a second train access, giving second train access to it. Very simply like that, more or less. Although I'm thinking to make this a bit different, to give the signal this space here, and then these ones can be like that. That shall be fine. And we just need signals like that here, and that should be good. Okay, we can get a train out of this, but we cannot get it here because there's one crucial connection missing. I see, okay, that's actually one, actually there's a bigger connection missing. We don't have a connection from this side line to the main line. Okay, so this project turned out to be a little bit more complicated than I actually anticipated, but that's fine. That's actually fine, because basically to go on to have the connection here is very simple. It's just that would be the connection. To connect it on the other side, we could just run it through, basically. That would be fine as well. If you wanted to be a bit more fancy, we could build a bridge. Bridge? I'm not sure. Or we could run it here, because here's enough space and there's already bridges basically there. So why not run a big circle like that? Yes. That should be the connection that we're seeking. So we'll just make just a few signals here to mark this as what it is. Just this one-way connection. Then they can come out here, go through here, go there, do that. When they come back, they can do the circle here and come back in. Perfect. I love simple solutions. So then we will use that here to get a locomotive, and I think we have a new one, the NBR Drummond Class C, which was introduced already a few years ago actually, or designed a few years ago. I think introduced not so much. It is very powerful. Running cost is very reasonable. Is it better than our goods engine? By quite a bit, isn't it? Look at that. A little bit more expensive to run, but more reliable. And our goods engine is nearing the end of its design lifetime. So that does seem very attractive. So we'll test it here on this small track, and we will transport alcohol in tank wagons. Do we transport cider in tank wagons? We'll put it into barrels and then transport it like that. Let's not be ridiculous. So, with the cider mill, and then you please bring it to the next bigger city, which for us is here, Langkreuz, and there we will just bring it down here, so we'll full load it, and then get it out of there. Let's see the performance characteristics of this little girl. Alright, 70 kilometers per hour just out of the station, 72 top speed here, it reaches very easily. Then it's waiting here, of course, for the fruit trains to come in. Let's see if there are any. They are producing slow, to say the least. That's not a fruit train, that's just our thing. 39, 40, 43, yeah, the fruit trains are rather slow, to say the least, yeah. Let's just double check that here. Where is it? The cider mill I want to open up. How do I get the cider mill window? Here. Yeah, supply fruit, it transports alcohol. That's the main deal. Just the fruit production is a bit slowish. Of course, we could bring it farm supplies. That would be a huge undertaking, but that would be the main way to get things going. But let's just be patient for a second here. We see the passenger train running in and out of the station. People can transfer over to the other station here. While we're passing the time a bit, let's not waste it. Instead, just quickly look at the construction of this station. It's a bit, looks a little bit mixed. We have some part of it being constructed with, I think, this railway set, or platform set rather. The other one with a different one. So why don't we just unify that slightly? Oh, because they hate us. That is unfortunate. Then we will not do that. Let's just wait until they don't hate us. So now the passenger is still running, but I think the orchard trains, they're all running more or less on the same schedule. Or not. Well, one of them is coming down here now, delivering some fruits, which hopefully then gets transferred into alcohol. Yes, quite a bit of it. 50% full from one train load, so it's a 1-to-2 conversion value. That seems very nice. Let's just quickly take a look at that one here. It's just waiting for a free path here in Olleskirchen. It's not about anything else. What is that here anyway? Goods production. The pickup of the goods, basically. That's not good actually. So maybe that's the problem. Full load, refit to engineering supplies. I see. Maybe we don't do full load here anymore. Of course, now I clicked everything away, which was not smart. Well, Olleskirchen, we'll just remember that in a second, because I do want to quickly see the inaugural run of our train here, of the alcohol producing one. So we'll just pin that, so I don't actually accidentally dismiss it again. Is any of the other fruit trains coming in? 65% filled. Oh yes, this one is coming in a second once the passenger train has passed. So this is how it works. The passenger train is blocking the one way, and then this one can depart immediately afterwards since the path signals allow that type of operation, which is great. It might have to wait here in the station for a bit before the passenger train can go again. And it breaks down, of course, a bit. So it wants to repair. We don't have a good repair station, maybe. The alcohol train is now also blocked because the passenger train has reserved the path to the main station. That's fair. And then the fruit train can leave, and then the alcohol train can leave and go on. So just because we already noticed that there's a discrepancy in how much repair stations we have, we'll just put one down here, just so that somebody can repair easily if they want to, which does not easily affect them, but I mean they can go up here and then somehow turn around. They'll figure it out. I'm sure they are smart enough for that. So the main attraction that we're running here is the cider. Wow, huge amount of cider being brought over here to Ankreuz, right? Is that the name? With this new engine, how fast is it going? It reaches like 65-ish. It's pretty hilly here, truth be told. I think we wanted to construct a station on that hill. That's why we didn't build tunnels. But the local authorities were a little bit iffed off. Yes, first cider delivery here, 20k in the bank. That seems reasonable. Let's see about when it comes back to the station, if there's anything already delivered there maybe. Yes, the way back works perfectly fine as well. And there's a little bit of cider to spare from the last batch. Perfect. So, let's quickly see about that now that we're looking at it. And I don't want to forget about it again. Whether we can make somehow gross comments here slightly more happy with us by building a few a bit of trees in their vicinity. And yes, it just about makes them happy enough that they will allow us to put a small station here. So before they reconsider, let's just drop one in. Yes, I know, guys. You will be super annoyed that I did that. But that's okay. You have to be flexible. And my friend, you are traveling in the wrong direction. Yeah, please turn around. Thank you. So, you are the route, which I just see. One sec here. So we have passenger, and this is the St. Pölten. Here it seems to have a small spelling error, so we'll just correct that. I was renaming it incorrectly. And yeah, so basically St. Pölten, St. Georgen, that's alright. And then before you go to Langoids, you make a quick stop here and post comments. And then after Langoids, before you head back, the same story. So we will have some traffic here. And we will require a bit of signaling here maybe as well. I have the impression that this train is really struggling to get up here. 2 kilometers per hour. What are you carrying, my friend? Passengers. Just passengers. Yes, it is getting old. Oh, Föstelkirchen is getting old. So some of the carriages are getting old. Oh no! My friend, where's that? Where is that? I don't know. How can I go here? I don't recognize that road. Where is that? It's duplicate orders. You think so? Not sure what that means. But yeah, this is a struggle here. So we have to replace a few trains already. So this is the Lady of the Lake class. It's too heavy, yeah, I noticed. Right. Crazy. This is like such a big problem. I didn't think of that before. So let's already like take a look then at our things. So we have one ungrouped train, so let's quickly group that one. I don't know what it was again. The alcohol train, of course, yeah. So we have not any category for that yet. Alcohol. And I'll just drop that in here. I like to personally rename it like that. Good. So let's figure things out. Basically, I think we can on all trains replace. Basically, that's no problem. So we have still a few goods engines here. We have already some Midland engines. I think I will just replace the good engines for now, and we'll just make those different. Basically these ones, because there's no downside. They're newer ones, more reliable. Please go ahead, replace them. The Lady of the Lake, we could also make them this one. The Lady of the Lake theoretically has a higher top speed. I think it doesn't reach it usually. So here I'm tempted to go maybe and figure out especially this one route here, the St. Pölten route here, where these trains are seemingly struggling quite a lot. And for now we will just replace here the Lady of the Lake with the Drumart Classic. So then what I want to check here is the coverage area, which is poor. So quickly, while we have their attention and they are more or less nice to us, let's see that we can maybe drop a station here. And my wish would be a station here, yes. They're okay with that. That's good. Huh, that's really annoying. Always. Wow, super annoying. Then they're already pissed off, but that's okay. I think we can always construct roads. There's no big requirement for them to be nice, them to have a nice disposition to us for road building. But we do. How do we get up here? Crazy. This is so elevated. Should have built the station just down at the road and then they can walk some steps up. But now they are pissed off again. Let's see if we can make them happy again. Or if this is a lost cause. Yes, we can. Nice. Okay, that won't stay for long because we are going to throw down the station up here. We will bulldoze that stuff up here in the mountains. We'll run the connection back here. We'll build a small turning circle for vehicles here. And then the same more or less here. Then we need to put a depot somewhere, put on the outskirts here, so it does not annoy anybody, and then we will just throw in something. So these old ones we will hide, because we will not build any of them anyway. Steam buses, like very old steam buses. We basically rely on our good old Hancock. Oh, they're from 1833, they're really old actually. These ones are much newer, I didn't think of that. Huh. Let's go with the steam bus here maybe. Although the Hancock is super reliable, there's no reason to buy anything else. We have an exclusive contract, let's say. So we'll go here and then there. That's it. Timetable them. Run 4 of them. Just so that a bit of traffic to the train station is coming. That the town is getting progressively, hopefully, happier with us. Yeah, there's already some mail even being delivered to the station. Perfect. I like it. So then what we could quickly look at, just because I saw there was a road accident, and one way to figure that out is, as we saw, to check if there's anything that has 0 vehicles. So Fesselkirchen has only 1. That's very suspicious. I would never build 1, I think. Is there any railway crossing here? No. I guess it's just a local transport between these 2 things. What? 900? Want to go to the docks? Yeah, that is quite a lot. Yeah, I can see why this one does not make the cut here anymore. So that is an issue, a small issue at least. So then it's time here to upgrade that. For historic reasons, we'll just throw... We'll just throw it, throw the bus not away. We'll just keep it for now. But we will upgrade here to a tram network. Like light rail all the way. Will be a good investment. We built these new steam trams to go from this new dock station to the central station here. We'll put a few of them on the road, run them automated with the scheduling, and then just go. Actually, I should say, I was actually yesterday hiking, and I actually saw a steam tram being operated. Not really a steam tram, like in that sense, like they look like buses, but steam. But actually, it was like more like a small locomotive that ran on the metro system. It's actually quite cool, I can say. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of demand here. Certainly, wow. People want to go to first location and we didn't allow them. Alright, so that was not the issue that we tried to solve here. The one that I had in the back of my mind that we wanted to look at was something somewhere. Where was that? Do you guys remember? There was something happening somewhere which I forgot about. But I don't know. If I think I see the name, I would probably recall it. Huh. So just in the back of my head I had this, like there was something somewhere that I forgot that I wanted to take a look at later. Where people were stuck? Maybe? Some place where trains were stuck, but I don't recall. But we could try to figure that out by looking at some town directory to see if there's anything there. But there's a lot of towns, unfortunately. I don't know even the beginning of the name anymore. The ones with the dot are at least the ones that we have some contact with, I think. Yeah, it doesn't quite come to me anymore. Then let's quickly give ourselves a few moments to just review things. We can also take a look if our trains have been replaced. I think probably to some degree they have been, but not to the highest degree. Kleineville marked here, running nicely with buses and the rest. Definitely there's more here being put than is actually demand, probably. Probably here a lot of people want to go to Krotag Großglockner, which is here. Well, there's also trams running there basically, and on the way back. It's quite a long journey. Yes, we wanted to also replace a few of our things, so let's just take a look at that. So on the road vehicle side, what we can replace, whether it makes sense. So we have quite a huge array of things running here on our network. So we're already no longer building those as 2 horsepower, so more the stagecoaches, but they're also very old now. Should we replace them with buses? My question. Well, stagecoaches here are basically the same speed, more or less, like not super bad. So 15 to 12 is a bit of a downgrade. We only have 2 of them. Let's replace them with the stagecoach. 2-horse passenger tram. This one is quite old, very old. I think we would no longer buy them. There's these interesting ones here. I think. Wow, Lady Cross passenger tram. Those are new ones. I didn't see those yet. We built stuff. Double the speed. Huge thing. Wow. And they look cool. So I think we're gonna replace those. Horse-drawn carriages. Should we replace those? 1700s, very old ones. So we'll replace them with new stagecoaches. The stagecoaches we'll keep. Hancocks we'll keep. Horse-drawn carts. So here, of course, we have different options. Maybe with a steam truck of some sort would be more appropriate. They're significantly slower than the horses, interestingly enough. These ones, probably have them duplicated a bit from different asset packs. So 25 all but passengers, they're not possible to do everything. So maybe we'll not do that like immediately like that. Yeah, I think for the items we'd have to look at that a little bit individually. So let's do, well, we have also some ungrouped ones, they will group later. So farm supplies. Let's look at farm supplies. They're being pulled here by basically horse-drawn carts. Is there anything better than horse-drawn carts to transport farm supplies? So traction engines, probably that's some sort of flatbed. Should be somewhat fast, at least the same speed ideally. So farm supplies here with that. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's go. Then we have food. Replacing food. They're on horse-drawn wagons. Food, yeah. 40 kilometers on fruit and vegetable tram. Right, let's go. Goods, we have nothing. Livestock. Let's look at livestock. They're all run on traction engines, which is already fairly modern. But do we have something better than that? I think we do. Supply tracks, no. Flatbeds. Livestock, they do have livestock options here. They're much slower though, but there's these other ones that are even slower. These ones, 25, they're not better really. The traction engine is just still very good, so we'll keep it. Mail vans, so that's a huge option here. We mostly run them on horse-drawn or traction engines. Could put it on something else, probably will just unify it to traction engines. Milk. We run those only with horse-drawn carts, so I'm pretty sure we can just switch those to traction engines as well to transport milk. So let's go. Then passengers. Here we're running a huge array of things. We already started to replace some of the older ones, so I think that's fine. Okay, so then these replacements will be slowly done, and it will improve our network. Oh, wrong depot type. Interesting. Vilmart. Did I do something weird for you? What do you mean wrong depot type? Not sure what that means, my friend. Maybe you wanted to go to a wrong depot? I don't know. I don't know what you wanted to tell me. But we'll figure that out maybe next time. Take care. Bye bye and see you then.